Hey, it's Amanda Lee. I've been doing some experimenting lately, and because I've gotten really good at manifesting things that are not money, it's really become kind of very fun. And I wanted to um, take what I've learned there and use it to manifest actual cash money because I know that this has been a sticking point in me and it's been a weird thing. And I also know a lot of other people who have had some trouble manifesting money, yet they're really good at manifesting other things. So the more and more I help people with their money blocks and their limiting beliefs, the more I'm realizing just how complex we make the subject of money. We intertwine like money and success and our place our value and our self-worth into it, and a lot of us have programs where we don't deserve to have the money we want, and it just becomes this incredibly complex patterns around money. And if you have a really strong belief and you have a strong desire, it's harder to shift into the desire and the receiving of it when we have this really strong belief. So I just decided to kind of make it a game to take off the pressure and let it be fun, because I know the vibration of fun is really what helps manifest, because when you're in that high vibration, it's the things you want are coming towards you with speed. So I did definitely some playing around, and I read and reread some old books, and specifically Pam Grout and her E Squared and EQ'd books, which are all about experiments of learning to manifest things from the universe. And the one thing that really worked very well for me was to get specific. If you think of it, this is an analogy I like to use, but the universe is kind of like that replicator from Star Trek, if you've got that reference, where it's a big machine. It can give you anything you want. You have to tell it exactly what you want. So Captain Picard goes to the replicator and says, tea, Earl Grey, hot. And this is what he gets. If you went up to the replicator and you're like, I want some tea, it wouldn't give you anything because it wouldn't know. It needs more specific than that. Do you want black tea? Do you want green tea? Do you want oolong, or you want rooibos or herbal? Do you want iced tea? Do you want cold tea? What kind of tea do you want? It's the same type of thing with manifesting. So when we say stuff like, I want more money, this is too vague. You can find a dime on the floor or the street, and there, it's fulfilled. More money's come to you. So you want to get specific. So for this game at the beginning of the week, a bunch of weeks ago, I said on Monday, all right, universe, I want $1,000 by Friday of this week. And then I was able in my head just kind of give it over. I didn't focus on the how. I just said what I want and when I wanted it by. And I got some of this from Pam Grout from her books I mentioned a few minutes ago, because that's part of what it is you want to put a date and be specific. You also want to be specific enough that it's not stressful, because a stressful thing is just not the way to manifest anything. So if you say I want $1 million by Friday, this for most people it's too big of a jump. If you've never made it even close to that before, your mind gets too much in the way. You're like, I don't believe that can ever happen. So you want to pick something that's believable, and you also want to have a couple of pathways open for it to flow to you. You've got packages set up. You've got previous clients. You've got, doesn't matter what, because we're not focused on the how, we're focused on the why and the what. So I got specific with the amount I wanted. I gave it a date that was 5 days away, and it wasn't out of my comfort zone. I've made that much in a week before. And then the next thing was Monday's word of the week in my Facebook group, and so I chose the word fun. And what I did differently this week was anytime I got sucked into stuff on Facebook or felt really drained, or I noticed that my energy was down, I immediately thought, what can I do right now that's fun? And then I went and did that thing. So this was a different thing I did. And then I also had scheduled that week a day to go and have some like serious fun and relaxed time. I went to a local lake with a friend of mine because it's summer here. And I used to be such a big beach person, and it kind of stopped going in the last few years, so I hadn't been in a long time, and it was so much fun. Her and I, we went to the lake, which had sandy beach on it. And we sat in the sun, and then we sat in the shade, and we waited in the water, and it was just, I let myself relax. It wasn't even all day. It was only, I think like 3 hours. So I let myself relax more than I have in a very long time, and I had a lot of fun. Keeping up with that word of the week. And I kept thinking, what can I do right now that's fun every time. I was quite aware of what I was thinking, and then I would follow the impulses as well. Because when you keep your vibration up in this high frequency of fun, joy, love, and even appreciation, gratitude, this is the frequency where you can now receive from the universe, your guides, your teams, everything, like who's wanting us to get what we want, the inspired action impulse thoughts. Because there's a lot of misconception around, you want to manifest something, you just have to like sit around and feel good. That's only part of the equation. You sit around and feel good, and then do the inspired actions when they show up. So I know this, and I was watching for them, and there was things like, oh, connect with this person, put your offer on this offer thread in this other group. Simple little things like that. And lost my train of thought. Yeah, so follow the inspiring impulses, and then close near the end of the week, actually no, when Friday came, I kind of looked back, because I was really focused on this for Monday and Tuesday, and then Wednesday and Thursday and Friday, kind of just the week went a little bit off the rails. But I got to Friday and realized, holy crap, I manifested over $800 in that week when I'd asked for $1,000. And this was more than I'd ever done before as far as manifesting money I've been asking for. So it was super exciting. And I did it again the next week. I went for a different amount of money, and I again manifested about 80% of the total I've been asking for. And it's like, wow, this shit really works. So I've listened to Abraham Hicks YouTube videos for years and read a lot of their books, and I've heard them say for so long, if you can go to the beach and have fun and feel good about it, you'll make more money than if you're just banging your head against the wall on a project. And I finally managed to do that. It was kind of hilarious. So I highly recommend you try this. Here are the specific steps. Again, you want to have a specific amount with a date that's not too uncomfortable, not too big of a jump, not stressful. Specific amount and a date. You want to give over how it's happening. Don't think, oh, I could sell this thing and I could do that. You're not working on the how. You might get inspired action. Hey, it's time to post this thing you've been wanting to sell on eBay or whatever it is you're doing. That's different than thinking ourselves of how this could happen. You want to expect it to happen. This is a really important part that a lot of people miss. Because anytime our thoughts go back to what we've asked for, they tend to like chew into it and ruminate and think too much, and then we're slowing down the manifestation. So that first week particularly, anytime my thoughts went over to money, which is often in a day, money is a big subject, and it's something I help with people with, so it comes up in my role a lot. I just kept giving it back over to the universe. It's coming. The expectation was it's going to show up. And then moving into the higher vibrations of fun, love, joy, appreciation. This is also very important. You need to be up there 51% or more of the time. Recognizing and inspiring impulses. That's a lot of steps, but they're really easy. And then once you receive the thing, be grateful. Send out the appreciation and the gratitude. Hello, Lucy Cat. So, specific. Giving over the how. Expecting it to happen. Moving into the vibration of fun. Recognizing and inspiring active impulses. Being grateful. Try it out. Let me know how it works for you. Yeah, that's all I have today, and I'll see you around.